Okay, we see pretty good posture here. The arms are hanging freely. Got a nice spine angle here. About 1 o'clock. Looks pretty good. Got the club going up at about 90 degrees to that. Well, a little off maybe, not bad. Let's watch the turn now, the way back. Club going a little too far to the inside. See, it's actually inside the hands. We need the club more on that green line going back. Raising up to the top. He's lifting a little bit up and out of his spine angle, where now his spine has gotten straight up and down instead of... Then he drops his head a little bit, turns into it, and instead of swinging out to the right now, he's swinging abruptly to the left. All in all, not a bad swing, just a few little minor flaws. Pretty good, though. Pretty good. Okay, here we have the caddy view. Now we're going to look forward to, in this video, is there movement that direction? Are we able to get forward momentum in the swing? So let's take a look here. We'll just draw a line straight down the side here. See how much this golfer can move into that lead side. Watch the takeaway here, moving off the line pretty good. Actually swayed outside the foot here. Straightened his right knee. This has moved his lead side here. You can see has shifted outside his feet. And we'd like to see the hip staying inside the feet or in this area in here. Okay. So let's put that line back in. Let's see if he moves back to the lead side as he starts down. So he drops his head down. That's because he stood up so much on the backswing. Drops his head down. Now he's going to fall backwards instead of turning into the shot. You can see there's been no movement towards the target at all here. Now there's a little movement, but it's much too late. It's well after impact. So if we can get him moving into that shot a little earlier, he'll be better off. Okay, here we see pretty good posture. Got a nice line down here and a nice line up here. Pretty good angles we've created here. So let's watch the turn. It's going back, keeping the club outside the hands. Right about there, it's perfect. Notice that the club head is about even with the hands from the catcher's point of view. He's going to bring it up to the top of his backswing. Nice flat left wrist. See how flat his left wrist is? Right in here. That's what we're looking for, that nice flat left wrist. Turn it on. Now he's coming out. Now his hands get too high. His left arm has left his body. It needs to be more up against his body. And he needs to be turning the left hand down. The back of the left hand should be down. At this point, it should appear that the right hand is on top of the golf club, pushing the handle downward. Pretty good rotation, but that's why he's getting a little bit of a push slice here, is because he's not quite pinching down on the ball. Not a bad swing, though. Okay, here we see a pretty good setup. The spine is tilted towards 1 o'clock on the clock face. Club shaft's on a nice plane right here. Let's just draw this in. Let's see if the club stays on that line coming back. Goes a little to the inside early. See, it's quite a bit inside the target line. Turns into it. Rotating the hands quite a bit on the way back. Not too bad of a position there. It's going to bring it up above the line. But see, here's the problem. He's coming back way on top of the line here. So that's always going to smash the ball to the left and probably generate either a pull hook or a slice. What we'd like to see is that from this position here, at the top of the backswing, the club comes down. Gets like straight down back to the swing plane instead of out. Initially we should be down and then down to the golf ball. Okay, well, this is only a practice swing. What I really want you to notice is the extension that she gets and the tremendous amount of acceleration towards the target line. Great backswing, very stable, solid right leg. Gets back here. Look at the hinge she's creating. Fires through the shot. Rotates the hands over, full extension, right on through to the finish. That's what we're looking for from her regular swing. Not quite there yet, but I think it'll happen. Okay, let's take a look how this golfer does. Let's draw the box. Notice that the feet are about hip width apart. I would like to see the right foot turn in a little bit so it's a little more parallel or perpendicular to the target line. That'll allow him to keep his weight to his inside a little better. Let's watch the takeaway, a little forward press there, that's kind of cool. A little bit of a sway to the right, a little bit outside the box. See how his right knee now has moved out. That still should be pointing in a little bit, so he's got a little more bracing against the right side. Drives into the left side, pretty good. See that? Good move into the left side. Coming down to the impact position, turning through the shot, but the right side never catches up to the right elbow. The right elbow, right hip should stay together through this part of the swing, so we get a nice finish. At this point here, right shoulder, right ear, and right hip, right there, should be in the same line, and notice the right hip is well behind the swing. Not too bad, though. Not too bad at all. Okay, here we have a golfer trying to generate a little bit more power. So what we're going to look at here is obviously how much turn we get, and then how much club leg we get, or how much wrist hinge we have through the impact zone. So we're bringing the club back. Pretty good width on the takeaway there. Swaying outside the back foot. Once you've done that, it's really hard to get your weight going back forward again. No wrist hinging. What we're doing is we're seeing a bending at the elbow right here. We'd like to have that gone if we can to generate more power. Move further into the swing. Kind of a total collapse. We've lost all the width of the swing. We'd like to see the hands above the head at this position right here to maximize power. And then we're not getting any uncoiling, just kind of a rocking back to the front side there. And then through, the arms have separated instead of extending down the target line, and pulling right back in tight right in here again. So we need to work on getting a little bit more extension through the ball down the target line.